What if I told you that one of the most revolutionary car brands of the 21st century was born from rejection? That a young engineer, dismissed by Ferrari and overlooked by Lamborghini, would one day build machines so beautiful, so powerful, they'd redefine what a hypercar could be. Sounds like a movie script, right? But this isn't fiction. This is the real story of Horacio Pagani, the man behind Pagani Automobili, whose journey from obscurity to engineering legend is nothing short of breathtaking. Born on November 10, 1955, in a small Argentinian town called Casilda, Horacio Pagani didn't come from wealth or industry. He was the son of a humble baker with no formal ties to the automotive world. But what he lacked in opportunity, he made up for in vision. From an early age, Horacio was consumed by an obsession with mechanics and design. He would build model cars, sketch out futuristic machines, and tinker in his father's workshop using whatever materials he could find. Pagani wasn't just a dreamer, he was also deeply analytical. He believed in blending art and science, and was heavily influenced by Leonardo da Vinci, who famously said, "Art and science are disciplines that must walk together hand in hand." This philosophy would later become the backbone of Pagani's car design. By his late teens, Pagani had designed and built his first Formula 2-style race car. But Argentina, while rich in culture and history, was no place to chase cutting-edge automotive innovation. Pagani realized that if he wanted to truly change the world of cars, he had to move to where the magic happened: Modena, Italy. Arriving in Italy in the late 1970s with nothing but ambition, Pagani had his sights set high. He first approached Ferrari, hoping to work with one of the most revered automotive companies on earth. But they turned him down. Not one to be easily discouraged, Pagani then knocked on the doors of Lamborghini, located just a short distance away from Ferrari. Lamborghini saw potential and gave him a job, but it was far from a dream role. He began with basic tasks and worked his way up through persistence and attention to detail. During his time at Lamborghini, Pagani contributed to several projects, including the Countach Evoluzione. This prototype car was the first Lamborghini to experiment with carbon fiber, a material that Pagani believed was the future of automotive performance. However, despite his advocacy, Lamborghini refused to invest in the proper equipment to explore carbon fiber production. Pagani insisted. They declined. The higher-ups didn't see the vision, so Pagani did something few would dare to do. He took out a loan, bought his own autoclave, a specialized oven for curing composite materials, and started his own composite research company called Modena Design. Modena Design was Pagani's first major step toward independence. It specialized in carbon fiber components and soon attracted clients from the highest tiers of motorsport, including Formula One teams and even Lamborghini itself. Pagani was now making carbon parts for the very company that had once dismissed his ideas. But Modena Design wasn't the end goal. It was a stepping stone. Pagani always knew he wanted to build his own car, a supercar that would be unlike anything the world had seen. So in 1991, Horacio Pagani founded Pagani Automobili S.p.A. He began designing his dream car under the project name C8. The vision? A car that perfectly balanced beauty, science, and performance. Every detail mattered. Every curve, every bolt, every fiber had to be perfect. After nearly 8 years of relentless work, Pagani unveiled the Zonda C12 at the 1999 Geneva Motor Show. The automotive world was stunned. The Zonda didn't look like any other car on the market. It was futuristic, almost alien in design, with swooping curves and a wide, aggressive stance. Under the hood, it packed a Mercedes-Benz AMG 6.0-liter V12 engine, a powerful partnership Pagani had secured through his growing network of admirers in the industry. The interior? pure art. Titanium bolts engraved with the Pagani logo, hand-stitched leather, carbon fiber everywhere. The attention to detail bordered on obsessive. But that was the point. Pagani wasn't trying to build a mass-market supercar. He wanted to build the most beautiful, handcrafted, high-performance car in the world. And with the Zonda, he did just that. Over the years, Pagani released several versions of the Zonda, each more refined and powerful than the last. The Zonda F, the Zonda Cinque, the track-focused Zonda R, each became a collector's dream and a symbol of automotive artistry. But Pagani wasn't done. In 2011, he launched the Zonda's successor, the Huayra, named after the Incan god of wind. This new car introduced active aerodynamics, a cutting-edge system where flaps on the car adjusted in real time to improve downforce and stability. It featured a twin-turbocharged V12 engine also provided by Mercedes-AMG, and like its predecessor, every inch of the Huayra was engineered to perfection. From aerospace-grade aluminum in the suspension components to the titanium exhaust system that sang like an orchestra. The Huayra wasn't just a car, it was an engineering marvel. And it cemented Pagani's place in the elite world of hypercars. Unlike Ferrari or Lamborghini, Pagani isn't focused on volume. The company builds a limited number of cars each year, often custom-designed for individual clients. Cars can take months or even years to complete, with customers working closely with the company to choose everything from interior stitching to unique body shapes. This obsessive attention to detail comes from Pagani's core philosophy. We are not trying to compete with others. We are trying to make something beautiful. Pagani's workshop in Modena resembles an art studio more than a factory. Craftsmen hand-assemble every component, artists and engineers working side by side. In a world where automation and speed dominate, Pagani chose a different path: artistry, patience, and passion. Today, Pagani cars are symbols of status, wealth, and taste. With price tags easily exceeding $2 million, they're owned by celebrities, collectors, and billionaires. But they're more than luxury toys. They represent a story. The story of a young man from Argentina, rejected by the giants, who refused to take no for an answer, who believed so deeply in his vision that he risked everything to bring it to life. Pagani Automobili isn't just a car brand. It's the embodiment of determination, creativity, and the belief that beauty and performance can exist in perfect harmony. Horacio Pagani's journey is proof that rejection isn't the end. It can be the fire that fuels innovation. When Ferrari said no and Lamborghini refused to believe in his ideas, Pagani didn't get bitter. He got better. He built his own company, his own technology, and ultimately his own legacy. So next time you see a Pagani roaring down a racetrack or glistening on display at an auto show, remember, it exists because one man had the courage to believe in himself when no one else did. In a world full of closed doors, Horacio Pagani didn't just find another way in. He built his own house, and it has wheels.